Hello YouTube and welcome to my 400 subscriber special for my channel. Sorry if I sound a bit bad at the moment. This is why I don't want to record, because I'm ill. My voice is a bit weird, but I decided to do the special because it's such a nice milestone. So today I'm just going to be doing some Magic the Gathering 2013, and I'm just going to do one duel, just kind of, yeah, just play the game really. I haven't actually completed this game. I only play it like on occasion, but I don't know who I should play against, and I don't want to lose. That'll be embarrassing. Let's go against Jace. Yeah, I've taken favour to playing the Peacekeepers deck because the whites are quite good. Yep, so here's like a brief cutscene, I think. I suppose this is like who Jace is. He's a user of blue magic, I think. In this game there are like, what, 5 different types. So yeah, blue mana-based mind magic. So you can find out the details here. So, but we're just going to continue because this is a replaying of a campaign mission. But you know, the campaign is still just playing the game, so I thought, well, might as well continue. All right, he gets to play first. Yeah, all magic, so I'm going to draw a new hand. That's better. At least I've got 2 lands. So yeah, if you haven't seen this, not necessarily this game, Magic the Gathering 2013, but if you don't understand the card game, you won't really understand what's going on. But use lands, which I'm using whites, I'm using plains, as resources to play your monsters and attack. They've got 20 health, 20 life, and monsters can't attack on the turn that they're placed. Right. So the cards highlighted in orange, or orangey yellow, are the ones that I can play. So Spectral Rider, which requires 2 lands, and he's got Intimidate. I've forgotten what Intimidate actually does. They can be blocked only by enemies of the same colour. So you can stop being attacked by blocking with your monsters. And Journey to Nowhere. So I can exile them, which is basically remove them from play until that card's destroyed. So I'm just going to play him, but I can't attack this turn, and I can't do anything else, so my turn just ends. He hasn't had he doesn't seem to have any small creatures in his hand, but he is building up a lot of lands. So that either means that he got unlucky in his drawing and only drew a lot of lands, or he's preparing for a big monster. Pen and Blade, which is an equipment, and the creature gets +1/+1. He has First Strike and Vigilance. Yes, I'll summon him, which means that he doesn't get tapped when he's used, which means that he can if you attack like I am with this one, then they're treated as tapped until your next turn, and they go sideways, and you can't block with them. There we go, 2 damage. If he literally does nothing all game, which presumably he won't, then I'll just like essentially delete this and make a new one. Here we are. Dreamborn Muse, which is his main card. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, which is their like turn, that player puts the top number of cards of his or her library into his graveyard, where the number of cards is the number in your hand. Alright, so at the start of my turn I'll have to send 5 of my cards to the discard pile, and I have 60 cards in my deck at the moment. So my turn. So I draw, and then I lose 6 of my cards. I really like her, Crusader of Odric. Her power is equal to the number of creatures that you control, and the whole aim of whites is to summon loads of creatures. Like Captain's Call, so I get 3 tokens. White soldiers. So I think I'll play Doomed Traveller and Squadron Hawk. So this guy, Night Guard Patrol, has first strike, which means that he attacks first in any monster battle. Oh, Squadron Hort's effect lets me add another one to my hand when it is played, so then I can play another one next turn. First strike means that when he actually fights a creature, he'll actually attack first. So we can block with Dreamborn Muse, but it's only got 2 health, and so he can't block this one because it can only be blocked by whites, and this one gets first strike, so she would be destroyed, whereas normally you attack simultaneously. So the first value is your attack power, and then the other one's your health, but your health like regenerates at the end of the turn. Clone. You may have Clone enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature. Alright. So he's picking my Night Guard Patrol. Thought Scour. You. Target player puts top two cards into the grave, and then he gets to draw. So his deck seems to be about getting rid of all of my cards. Let's see. Fiend Hunter. So I can exile another creature. So what I think I'll do is I'll exile his copy card, which means that he can't use first strike to kill any of my creatures. So let's banish that. And it goes like underneath him. So then when he's destroyed, it'll come back. So I'm going to attack with everything. And Squadron Hawk is flying, so they won't block that, so presumably she'll just block Doom Traveller. There we go. So that means Doom Traveller is destroyed, but its effect is to come back as a spirit, which is flying. So the cards that are bouncing up and down are the ones that are flying. He won't put up much resistance in this game, I don't think, because his deck is based on discarding all my cards. So when you tap him, I lose the top 2 cards of my deck. Which I think he can do immediately, because he's not going to attack. No, he can't do that this turn. Typically you can't do things in the first turn unless they have initiative or something. Intrepid Hero. So I can tap him, and then he destroys a creature with power 4 or greater. So I may as well activate my Pen and Blade, which costs me, but then it goes here, and then I can just equip it next turn to anything. So that's flying. He's got no flying creatures. He can't... I can't remember if he can block with that. I think I should be alright to attack with everything without losing my monsters. Block. Alright. Ah, so he's blocked, so he gets the first strike, but he's got enough health to survive it. There we go. That's alright, I suppose. So he also loses cards because of his thing, but I imagine he has a lot of cards in his deck. Well, I've actually got more cards in my deck at the moment. I can't block because I attacked last turn, but it doesn't really matter because I've got a lot more health than he has. I've got the lead. Sleep, so that taps all of them. That basically means I can't attack with any of them this turn. So I drew Oblivion Ring, so I can exile one of the creatures. I think I won't do that for now. I will just use Captain's Call. So now I get 3 tokens. Just soldier tokens. They're not very strong on their own, but by having lots of creatures I get more strength. Font of Mythos. At the beginning of each player's draw, they must draw an additional 2 cards. So that's an artifact. So that just goes there, and we're both affected by that. Syphilid Broker. So is that on him or me? Oh no, that's his like special ability. I think I'll block her by. Actually, if I block with 2, the Dreamborn Muse will die. So I lose both of my soldier tokens, but he loses his Dreamborn Muse. So I'm drawing 3 cards here, and now I can actually claim some more planes. I've been kind of unlucky and not gotten many lands. I think his thing with a lot of health, I'm going to give that pacifism. So that way he can't actually use it to block. Now I can use Oblivion Ring, and that will let me exile another card, so I'm going to exile that one. So I've exiled his creature and that one can't block. So he's got 5 health, so I should win if all of these attacks go through. And there we go. And he goes on to -1 health because I'm that mean. Easy enough. I suppose it's because he was quite passive. There we go, I unlock Glorious Athean, or Anthean. Creatures you control get +1/+1. So that's an enchantment, in the same way that his other card was. But yeah, so that was nice. I will show you the deck that I just used. Definitely recording, yeah. The most notable cards in here are like the kind of legendary ones that I use. So this is mostly like the kind of structure one, but then whenever I beat people I get more cards. So the main one that I use is Crusader of Odric, who gets strength, as I showed, equal to the strength of your your total of creatures. Not safe passage. There's another. Here we go. Here's another one. Odric. So another Odric guy. So Odric Master Tactician, and at least 3 other creatures attack. You can choose which creatures block, so I get to control when they block, and I can just say no, you can't block anything, and so he's like the main thing in my deck. And toughness, so that's another one like the other one of Odric, and then also Captain of the Watch. So when I summon her, I get 3 warriors, and also she gives +1 to all of my soldiers. And a lot of cards summon soldiers, so then they'll all be 2/2, which is quite strong. But yeah, thank you for being patient enough to watch it if you got this far. And yeah, definitely thanks again for subscribing if you've subscribed more recently, or if you've been with me from the beginning. I should be doing some new series and re-beginning the old ones that I had to discontinue temporarily when I get my new computer, hopefully in a few weeks. And hopefully I'll be better, but I imagine you'll also hear my croaky voice in the upcoming Plants vs Zombies video, in which I attempted to kind of correct my mistake of losing last time. Anyway, yeah, so thank you for watching. I will see you next time, YouTube.